Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right here on WagerTalk TV with your NBA Fade the Public video for NBA Finals Game 2 this Sunday night. Normally this time of year, we're in June. I come on each weekend and give you just the bit outside baseball preview. I'll give you a little bonus 47-4 situation heading into the weekend in baseball in just a moment. But I wanted to do an NBA Fade the Public because we have NBA Finals Game 2 this Sunday night, ABC, 8 o'clock Eastern between the Warriors and Celtics. One of our last chances to fade the public at a very public sporting event until the NFL comes along this September. And by the way, don't forget, when the NFL starts in September, we'll be back every weekend like we have the past 2 years doing the NFL Fade the Public video as well, right here on Wager Talk TV. It's just another reason to hit subscribe and maybe consider hitting that bell, because whenever videos like this go up instantly, you get alerted. You can be the first to watch and take advantage of some actionable info, whether it's this show or any other show on Wager Talk TV. Hit subscribe. Hit a thumbs up and comment below as well each and every video. We appreciate the support. Let's get into NBA Finals Game 2 in just a moment. Quick reminder, if you'd like to get the finals for free, you can still do it, but the clock is ticking. You missed my easy best bet winner in Game 1. It was part of a 3-0 sweep on Thursday night in baseball and basketball combined. Get the rest of baseball through the World Series the next 5 months for a rock-bottom price of just $4.99. Normally, this package would be $8.94. It's just $4.99 for the rest of baseball through the World Series. As an added bonus, you're getting the rest of the NBA Finals for free. No promo code needed, but it's available on my page only right now. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut code WT.buzz/SM. By the way, I'll get to that baseball angle for you here in just a moment. I know many of you are tuning in for the Game 2 preview, so let's get right into it. Celtics Warriors Game 2 Sunday night. Now, look, Golden State was up 92-80 heading into the fourth quarter. They were losing by 2 at halftime. They went on a monster 14-point advantage in the third quarter. They're up 92-80. It was looking pretty good for the Warriors, but then the Celtics took over. But it was still a tight game with only 6 minutes to go. Boston didn't take the lead until about 6.5 minutes left in the game. Al Horford hit a huge three-point shot to go up 3. That was part of a 17-0 run that was about to begin as Boston really pulled away. So let's dig into the box score here and see if that is something that's going to continue into Game 2 and the rest of the series, or maybe there's some outliers we can find. As you all know from my NCAA tournament videos, handicapping, the NBA TV shows as well. And don't forget, by the way, thorough 30-minute breakdown of this game on Friday afternoon with Tony Mejia, Andy Lang, and Joe Ranieri on NBA Tip-Off. That's archived right here on Wager Talk TV. So go back and check that if you want some in-depth analysis, if you have 30 minutes or so to dig into it. Going to give you a little quick 5-minute hitter here on this video for the weekend. First of all, three-point shooting is what I always look at in these big games, especially in college hoops, but in the NBA Finals as well. I said coming into this series that three-point variance, just like I thought the Golden State-Dallas series was going to be the difference here. Had you told me Golden State was going to shoot 19 for 45, 42%, I would have liked their chances, but Boston went 21 for 41, 51%. These two teams combined for an NBA Finals record all-time, 43 pointers made on 86 attempts. So the question is, can they shoot anywhere near those numbers again in Game 2? I think these are two very good shooting teams, but I do think that'll come back down to earth. The game totaled 228 points. It went over by almost 14 points. The odds makers have made the adjustment up to 215.5 from 214 in Game 1. Golden State closed as a 3.5-point favorite. They lose outright, and now they're a 4-point favorite in Game 2. But that's how the NBA playoffs work. That's how that zigzag theory works, especially with Class A teams. And once again, Golden State was up by 12 heading to the fourth. Draymond Green, 6 fouls. Steph Curry, 21 points in the first quarter. No points in the second quarter because he had 3 fouls and he had to sit. He ended up with only 3 fouls. So you got to figure those guys won't have as much foul trouble. Boston probably won't hit 51% of their threes. With that said, though, and Al Horford, 26 points, 6 for 8 from three-pointers. He averages 1.5 threes a game. He made 6. That's the most ever in an NBA Finals debut for any player. Smart, he played extremely well. White played extremely well. Derek White probably won't repeat what he did in that last game, a monster game statistically as well. So there is some reason to believe that Boston might regress. With that said, though, their best player and the guy that was the odds-on favorite at minus $1.10 to be the scoring leader in this series for either team, Jason Tatum, did not play well, and Boston still was able to pull away and win in that game. Tatum was terrible, 3 for 17 shooting with just 12 points, but he had 13 assists. So you can make an argument that Boston couldn't play any better, but then again, their star player had a bad game. So I think both teams are going to play well offensively again. It's hard not to make a case for both teams shooting well again. I think the matchups are there for that. I will give you a free player prop Al Horford under 11.5 total points. I like that in this game. Look, Horford had 26 points, as I mentioned in game one. He was lights out from three. He's the center. He's not going to go 6 or 8 again from three-point range. That's not his game. Golden State didn't care that he was taking threes. They will care now. And let's look at Horford in recent weeks. 6 of the previous 9 playoff games, he had scored 10 points or less. Those previous 9 games before his big 26-point output on Thursday, he had averaged over only 8.5 points a game. The median score of the previous 9 had been 6 points a game. So there is value, I believe, with Al Horford under 11.5 points in game 2 on Sunday night. The other guy I'm looking to regress as well, as I mentioned a moment ago, is Derek White. White also had a huge game for the Celtics. He, of course, had 21 points in game 1. His over-under is only 9.5. I'm a little hesitant, though, to play under 9.5 with White because he also put up 13, 14, and 22 in 3 of the previous 4 games. So he has now scored 13 or more in 4 of the last 5 playoff games. He was 0 for 8 against the Warriors on the last regular season meeting. So I expect him to come back down to earth. Just not sure he's going to be under 9.5. I think Horford under 11.5 is a good regression play. On the other side of the coin, though, Jason Tatum, as I mentioned, had only 3 for 14 shooting, 3 for 17 rather. I think he goes over 26.5 points. It might seem like a big number, but it's probably not big enough. He had a really bad shooting game against Milwaukee back in game 3 of the previous series when he went 4 for 19. He came back in the next game and scored 30, 34, and 46 the next 3 games after that. I look for Jason Tatum to bounce back. I like him over 26.5. I think the best option, though, is Al Horford under 11.5 if you're looking at player props. Jordan Poole, a Golden State Warrior player you might want to take a look at. I did not mention this on the NBA Tip-Off show on Friday. A little bonus here for this video. Jordan Poole did not have a good game in game 1 for the Warriors. He had a plus-minus of -19. Not good on the defensive end, and he was only 1 for 5 from three-point range. They obviously need him to play better. He was only 2 for 7. 9 total points off a terrible game, yet he still probably could get to the total in this game, which is 13.5 to the over. Awful game, and he still missed him only a couple baskets. So I'd look for Jordan Poole to step up and play better. This is a guy that had 16 and 14 points in his previous 2 playoff games. In fact, he has scored at least 14 or more. He scored 14 or more in 4 of his previous 5 playoff games before having just 9 in game 1. So Jordan Poole over 13.5, Tatum over 26.5, Al Horford under 11.5. Some player props for you on Sunday, game 2 of the NBA Finals on Sunday night. Now, this is a Fade the Public video, of course. So we got to talk about where the public consensus is. Now, I'm doing this on Friday night, so we have a couple days still. But as of now, Golden State looks pretty public. And let me put this out. First of all, Golden State was very public in game 1 on Thursday night. We know how that turned out. They lost outright as a 3.5-point favorite. Now it's -4, and the public is on them as much, if not more so. So public is not jumping ship. They're playing the zigzag, and that's why this line is higher. The over was public in game 1. It soared over the total. Both teams shot great, as we've established. Game 2, the over is looking public once again. The public on Golden State in the over for the second straight game. They cashed with the total, but they missed with the side in game 1. We'll see how it works out for them in game 2 on Sunday night. Now, don't forget, NBA playoffs are a great moneymaker. I've won consistently the NBA playoffs for over 25 years for my clients. Up over 106 units won on NBA sides alone over the past year. It started last year in the postseason. It's continued all the way through this year. We cashed game 1 on Thursday night. If you'd like to get my game 2 best bet, check out WagerTalk.com this weekend. And don't forget, you can get it for free when you get that baseball special. The rest of the baseball season, the next 5 months through the World Series in November for just $4.99. And you get the rest of the NBA Finals included for free. No promo code needed. It's on my page only right now, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. Get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. Now, check back next weekend. Maybe we'll do another NBA video. Most likely, I'll be back with the just a bit outside baseball videos every weekend. And don't forget, MLB First Pitch is on every weekday, Monday through Friday, 1:45 Eastern here on Wager Talk TV. By the way, a little advance warning. I'll be filling in for Teddy Covers all of next week, along with the Prez on Wager Talk today. I'm going to get some extra rest, some extra naps this weekend to deal with the Prez. But I'm looking forward to it on at noon Eastern every day, Monday through Friday. And, of course, everything is archived 24/7 right here on Wager Talk TV on YouTube. Let's get to that little bonus baseball info, though, since this is normally just a bit outside. You know, we talked about the Dodgers-Mets game on Thursday when I was on MLB First Pitch. I mentioned how the Mets were red hot coming in 6-0. Dodgers had just gotten swept against the Pirates as over a $3 favorite in 2 of those 3 games, -250 or higher. Well, Thursday night was an interesting game. The Dodgers won 2-0. Could have been a lot higher scoring. the Mets were traveling cross country without rest. Okay, so maybe we'll give them a pass for a bad offensive showing. They had been lights out offensively the previous couple series at home, but this is a really interesting weekend series to keep an eye on. And check out Friday night. I'm doing this video before the game's played, but check out Friday night's game to see if the Mets bounce back. If not, maybe that's the cool-off sign for the Mets, and maybe that's the buy sign that the Dodgers are starting to get back on track. But the angle I wanted to give you free here on this video that's now 47-4 this season is in LA Dodger games. And those of you that are loyal viewers, I know many of you are, and thank you once again for the support, have heard me talk about this for a couple years now. When you're playing Dodger games, you either play LA minus 1.5 on the run line to win by 2 or more, or you play the other team as a plus money line pick 'em to win outright. On Thursday night, once again, the Dodgers only scored 2 runs, and they still won by 2. They have now 47 of the 51 Dodger games this year that has worked. That means the Dodgers have only won by exactly 1 run 4 times out of 51 games. So if you've played the other team plus money on the money line or the Dodgers minus the 1.5 plus money most of the times on the run line, you've gone 47-4. So once again, depending on how you like these Dodger Mets games this week, and you either want the Mets outright or the Dodgers to win by margin, it's an angle that continues to work. And most of those Dodger wins have been by 3 runs or more. So you could get really aggressive, minus 2.5 at extreme plus money. So for plus money payoffs on Dodger games, one way or the other, 47-4, either playing the underdog outright or the Dodgers to win by 2 or more. Hope you found this video useful. As always, thumbs up, like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know your thoughts, your player props for Game 2 in the NBA this Sunday night. Also, who you'd like in baseball as well. I read every comment and I reply back. I love the support. And once again, check out all the shows this week, including Wager Talk today at noon Eastern, baseball 1:45 Eastern, NBA tip-off 4:15 Eastern, Monday through Friday, Wager Talk TV right here. Thanks again for your support. Enjoy the games this weekend. Best of luck, and I'll talk to you again on Monday.